Karl Lorenz, a professor of archaeology from Shippensburg University in Pennsylvania, and I will be going to Egypt on my Fulbright Scholars grant, and my host institution will be Cairo University. I will be heading out the end of August, and I will be coming back in mid-June 2010.
I'm Kathleen Cain at Gettysburg College in Pennsylvania, and my host institution in Egypt is Ain Shams University, and I'm a psychologist, and I'll be doing a project there about street children, and I'll also be doing some teaching. I have a lecturing and research fellowship. Well, I had a Fulbright student grant many years ago, before I knew you, and had always had in my mind that I would love to try to go back as a scholar. So I think I probably started the whole process. But we were looking for a place where we could both do our work, and because our disciplines are different, it took us a little while to settle on what a good plan might be. And I think we started thinking about Egypt a little bit more for you as an archaeologist, and then realized that there were really some interesting opportunities for me as a psychologist there.
Although I'm not an Egyptologist, so I'm not a specialist in Egyptian archaeology, but I'm applying my own specialty in North American archaeology to problems in Egypt. So my proposal takes advantage of the Egyptian culture and the Egypt as a place of study where I can still use my own expertise. But also you should talk about your colleague who had a Fulbright recently to Egypt.
I have a colleague at Gettysburg, Lisa Portmas, who had a Fulbright to Egypt in 2006-07. And we were already thinking about this, and she gave a talk about her experience at my college. And we went together to her talk, and after we heard the talk, we said, this is what we have to do.
So then the wheels began to turn about how we could both apply for Fulbright and bring our family with us for the complete experience of living abroad.
Yeah.
Egypt, for me, was a choice because of my expertise in archaeology, and I teach world prehistory, so I do teach about Egypt. So for me, Egypt as a place was already on the table before I even contacted the Fulbright people, but they've been wonderful for me in helping make contacts for me at Cairo University. My faculty affiliate was suggested to me by the Binational Commission, Fulbright Commission, and I know with my wife, you get a lot of assistance from the Binational Commission helping you with your topic.
Quite a bit. And one of the issues was that we were, as a couple, we didn't know what to do. Should one of us apply? Should the other apply? Should we apply for one to share it? And the CIES really encouraged us, Gary Garrison encouraged us to apply separately for grants to the same country. And that was perfect because it let us each propose what we really wanted to do. And then the Binational Egyptian Fulbright Commission was very helpful to me in figuring out what a good host university would be, especially because I don't have a lot of Arabic skills. She was able, Rania Rashed was able to match me with a graduate program where I would be able to lecture in English, which I really appreciated.
Yeah, lecturing in Arabic might be difficult.
Yeah. What do we anticipate that we'll experience?
Well, I'm an anthropologist, so I teach courses in cultural anthropology as well as archaeology. So I anticipate cross-cultural exchange of ideas, of information, of perspectives with other colleagues. I'm on a research fellowship. My wife is doing a joint research and teaching, so she'll have more interaction, most likely with students, than I will.
I'm really looking forward to interacting with students, and my own field is very, in this country at least, it's very American dominated. It's not particularly international, and so I'm really looking forward to getting other perspectives on psychology besides the ones that I've seen in my own training and my own experiences as a faculty member. I'm also looking forward to forming relationships with colleagues that I hope will carry on and be helpful for both them and for me. So we have 3 children that we're bringing with us. They're 14 years old. They're triplets, 2 boys and 1 girl. They'll be going into 9th grade. And I didn't actually talk about this at the beginning, but maybe I should have. One of the other reasons that we really wanted to do this was for our kids, to give them that kind of experience. We did not have a chance to do anything like this when we were young, but we've known people who have, and it just sounds like it's been a remarkable experience to be able to go to school as a young person and know children from other cultures, and we wanted our kids to have that opportunity.
Made them more accepting of other people's differences. And where we live in southern Pennsylvania, they're very provincial perspectives on how the world works and how the world is, and we want our kids to gain a much broader perspective, and we think living abroad will definitely open their eyes to how other people see the world, not just how Americans see the world. So I think we'll be spending a lot more time together doing activities around Cairo. We'll be participating in the Fulbright field trips. Our children have been welcomed by the Binational Commission to attend any and all of the field trips. So they'll be seeing all the parts of Egypt that we'll be seeing as Fulbright scholars.
And we're also hoping that we can be there with them for things in their school, so that if something interesting happens at their school, we would be there to participate in that just as parents, but in a different country. So we're hoping that we'll be able to have those, I guess, common experiences afterwards to talk about. A year ago, when we were starting the application process, the Binational Commission in Egypt sent us a list of schools and sent us the names of some people we could contact whose children had been in the schools, so that we could figure out if the school component would be workable for our kids.
We're receiving tuition benefit through Fulbright to help defray expenses for the English language instruction high school that they'll be going to. We're receiving a stipend, monthly stipend for each child to help with our expenses, and airfare they're paying. Yeah. So they're offering a lot of benefits.
They've also been really helpful just with things that don't seem like they should be such a big deal. Where we live turns out to be tricky in terms of the kids' school, and they've been very helpful on a very personal level with giving us advice about
which neighborhoods we should consider living in.
Right. You can learn more about our experiences at the CIES website, which is www.cies.org.